it's Christina, and I just emptied my box of spinach into 2 bowls right here. And this is organic, and I was just like taking a look at it and thinking, wow, you can really tell, like visually, you can tell. I mean, look how clean it looks, how soft and tender the leaves are, and how fresh. And it's just really, I don't know, it's just, this is a crazy world that we live in. It's really sad when organic is like not the default, but the advertised exception, and organic farmers have to pay extra to get certified in order to apply that label on their product packaging, whereas the government subsidizes some of the worst foods and crops and animals and corn. It's just, it just makes no sense to me. But you definitely can see the difference, you can taste the difference, and even I cannot afford to get everything organic all of the time. That's like one of my goals, my future goals, is to not even have to worry about that. But get organic as often as possible and practical, and because if you don't pay now, we're going to end up paying later as far as healthcare costs, and it really, really is true. And also, if you have to divide things up between what do I buy organic and what do I buy conventional, look online for the Dirty Dozen. Those, the 12 things that are listed there are the fruits and vegetables that are sprayed with pesticides, like the heaviest concentration of chemicals. And usually they're things that have a very thin skin, so these chemicals are absorbed into the flesh. And just avoid the Dirty Dozen. So you buy organic for those 12 things. And then also look at the little labels on the outside of the fruits and vegetables, because they'll have a label on them, and that number 4 is conventional, and if it's preceded with the number 9, it's organic. You might not have known that, but those little stickers that are on produce tell you too. So that's a couple of suggestions. Also, things that have like a thick skin, like an avocado or a pineapple or a banana, things like that. I tend to think like, well, maybe we don't need to get those organic because that thick outer skin is protective. But the only other thing you have to worry about there is, when these chemicals are sprayed and then it rains, it's absorbed into the soil, which the roots absorb the water, which is tainted with the chemicals. So it still can end up in the flesh of the fruit or in the meat of the vegetable. So it's really a shame that, us, average citizens, we're already busy with whatever it is we do for work and family, and, we have our own lives and expertise and things. And then in our leisure time, we have to spend all this time researching and worrying and strategizing about how to find something healthy and how to afford it and which ones to buy and which ones, it's just ridiculous. It's just, we shouldn't, we can't even entrust the FDA, the USDA, to do these things for us. I mean, that's what they're established for, at least, theoretically. But we cannot trust these institutions, so we have to do a lot of stuff independently, do our independent research, read the labels, go to alternative websites to find out the truth and what to eat, because they are very lenient about what they allow in the food supply, what they allow in on the shelves. I mean, 99% I could do a grocery tour with anybody, anytime, anywhere. I take on the challenge and I will do a grocery tour with you, reading labels, and I'll show you, I'll quantify it for you, that 99% of the stuff in the grocery store is not good for you at all. And you really need to shop on the perimeter, and even not just the perimeter, not the entire perimeter, because there's meat and dairy and chicken and fish in that perimeter. You need to stay in the produce section and stay in the organic section of the produce section. And I'm making this video here in May of 2014, so the farmers markets are opening, and things are going to be in season. And a lot of times these, speak to your local farmers market. Your local farmers at the markets, and they will tell you what they've grown organically, because sometimes they don't incur the cost, like they don't go for the certification. But their stuff is organic, even though it's not labeled as such. Isn't it crazy that anyway, talk with them and find out. And if you have a large family, you could probably work out a deal with them, if you commit to every week buying a certain amount in volume. Yeah, just be creative and be inquisitive, and there are ways to do this. There really, really is ways to eat healthier. And I said a lot. I think that's all I want to say here, but it's just another video about your health and nutrition, a high raw vegan diet, fresh fruits and vegetables, eating by color, making nutrient density the barometer by which you evaluate your food, and more specifically nutrient density per calorie, and finding ways, looking up recipes online. There's just so many resources now. You can learn how to make anything, and just stand up your iPad in your kitchen, and you've got your recipe there, and you can make or even a video tutorial step by step on YouTube, and show you, give you some ideas and new ways of doing things. So it's much easier than it's been in the past. Like, I've been on this journey, my own health journey and health and fitness journey, since 1986. I started shopping at Whole Foods in 1992 when they came and opened up here in the Washington, D.C. metro area, and they opened up as Fresh Fields originally, and I've been shopping there since then. I'm a very loyal customer. That's like, how many years is that? Like 28 years, like almost 3 decades, like 30 years of my life. Yeah, I don't know if I did the math right, but anyway, a very long time, at least 20 to 30 years. And I was so excited when I discovered Fresh Fields. I was reading all the labels. They sold fresh squeezed orange juice back then, and I used to buy it, and then I'm like, wow, this is expensive. Maybe I should get a citrus juicer. So I think I went to where did I get my citrus juicer? I don't know. It was before the internet, so I think maybe Kmart. I don't even know. Maybe it was gifted to me for Christmas. Anyway, I've had a citrus juicer on my kitchen counter since about 1992. And I started incorporating good habits, new habits, ever since that time. And I really credit Fresh Fields, now Whole Foods Market, headquartered in Austin, Texas, for that. And I just read a lot of books. I mean, these kind of things make me feel so old, like everything has changed and been renamed or closed out and gone out of business. I used to go to Borders. There's a Borders like 10 minutes from my house. And on Sundays, I would go there and read, and I'd buy books. And I was just so hungry to learn. And some of my early mentors as far as fitness were Corey Everson and Rachel McLeish. And I bought, I had a subscription that came to my mailbox of Cooking Light and Shape magazine. And really, that's how I got started. That's how I got started in like 1986, joined the gym, 1992 Fresh Fields Open Market here, and yeah, I should probably write a book. I've been meaning to. It's just so hard to find the time. You have to create the time to do that. So I do these videos, and they're pretty random, and I never have any bullets. I don't know what I'm going to say. They're not scripted because I think people like them when they're more authentic and just off the top of my head. So that's what's off the top of my head tonight as I'm staring at these 2 bowls of organic spinach. And one day I want to have a garden so that I can just, not have to keep going back and forth to the store every 2 or 3 days because things are perishable, and buying in the right amount so I don't waste anything. I really want to have a garden, and maybe I'll have somebody tend to the garden, or I'll have a raw vegan chef that can work with me here and participate in the meals, and maybe we can do a YouTube channel for her or him, and I can help them with their marketing. And that's some of the stuff that I envision for the future. But I really would love to grow herbs and have a garden, and I know it takes a lot of time, and I don't know anything about organic gardening, and I don't know that that would be my first thing that I would do, so I might have to involve other people in my vision. But and I also want to, I'm just one person, so I want to be able to share that with my raw vegan chef, and maybe we can invite other people over, or have a community garden and other people can purchase. Maybe do catered events or raw vegan cooking classes and share. I want to share. I mean, I'm just one person. If I do have a garden, I'm surely not going to be able to eat all of it, even though when you eat high raw vegan diet, you do eat more volume of it to get all your calories. I'm still not going to eat the entire garden because I will go out to eat sometimes. And I just want to do something that will and I want to broadcast the journey and the videos and the meal prep too. So I want to share it with the world as far as broadcasting it, and I also want to share it locally, the food. So those are my thoughts tonight. Just kind of what I'm thinking about making this video, ending this video because I feel like I'm rambling. But I love you guys. I'm thinking about you and your health. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments fields below, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. Okay? All right. This is Christina, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.